P1 Aquacross is a new style of watercraft competition for sea riding enthusiasts who want to pull back the throttle and open it up.
The Aquacross Championships are contested at 5 locations following the opener in Plymouth. The crews then headed north for this round in Hull, before they return to the south coast of England and Eastbourne in July for round 3. Then in August it's the Isle of Wight and Cowes for the penultimate round, with Southampton being the setting for the final encounter in September. So before we look at what happened in Hull, this is the story of round 1 in Plymouth. Experienced competitor Jim Goodchild was making his Aquacross debut in Plymouth on his new Kawasaki Ultra 300, and he stormed into an unassailable lead right from the start.
How was it on that start?
It was pretty cool actually. There's a lot of room out there, huge bit of water as you know, long run down to the first turn, much longer than we're used to really.
Yeah.
So it gave us all chance to spread out.
Now, were those conditions quite flat for you out there yesterday?
For me, yeah, they were really flat. For skiing on the Solent with the Solent skiers like we do down there, and the whole season last year wasn't flat at all.
No.
So yeah, flat water, I'm out of my comfort zone totally.
Day 2 and race 2, and once again calm waters for the P1 Aquacross competitors at the Plymouth Grand Prix of the Sea. Heading the entry for round 1 in Plymouth was 2011 Elite 300 champion Russell Marwan, who pilots a Kawasaki 300 Ultra as he bids to retain the title against some very stiff competition. This is on board with Steve Robinson, 42 years of age from Hull, second in last year's 200 class, but in the 300 category this weekend. 2 debutants this year are Kevin Ashley on a Kawasaki 300 and Wayne Curtis riding a Sea-Doo RX-TX 260. Polish competitor Kwiatkowski was looking for a repeat performance akin to the second place he achieved last year at Cowes. The front 2, Marwan on the outside of Jim Goodchild, the reigning British RYA Jet Sport Ski GP champion. 44 is Matt Shipley. And there's 42 Huddleston. Here is Andy Steele, the only rider to beat 200 champion Duncan Johnson at any point in 2011. And as the checkered flag came out, it was Goodchild who once again took the honours to make it the perfect debut weekend in his first P1 Aquacross meeting. Victories then for Duncan Johnston, Matt Shipley and Jim Goodchild.
Yeah, it was great weekend. I mean, I say it wasn't expected, of course. In my head I thought I could do it, but trying to do it on the day is another thing. And you know, the guy's not Iron Man for nothing, and I'm impressed with the fact he clung on, because I gave absolutely everything.
Last season, every single race was choppy and suiting the way I ride. This time it was flat. It was just anybody's race, so I just had to get my act together and reel them in and be a champion again. I think the glow back on the blue. There we go.
We're down here at the wet pits now then with Paul Rivet, and Paul, you've got a bit of a background in car racing, so this is all a bit new for you.
Yeah, it's very new indeed, but I'm absolutely loving it out there. It's a great challenge to be out doing this. It's it's windy today, it's going to be rough out there, it's going to be tricky, so yeah, just going to have to see how we get on. It's a baptism of fire for me today, that's for sure.
Well, I just literally brought the ski for Aquacross. Never ridden a ski before 8 months ago today, so it looks rough, so I'm going to enjoy it today.
When it's rough like today, all the skis are quite even, no matter the horsepower difference, so you'll get a lot of skis all at the first corner.
Kawasaki Ultra 300 rider Russell Marwan conquered some of the worst conditions ever experienced in the P1 Aquacross Championship during the opening race of the weekend in Hull to claim his first victory of the 2012 season. The reigning champion needed all of his experience of rough conditions to emerge victorious in extremely choppy waters on the Humber. Marmon remains second in the point standings behind Jim Goodchild, who finished in the runner-up spot despite suffering a suspected broken rib in the race when he landed heavily in the opening lap. Tim Batt fought Marmon hard over the first couple of laps, with Goodchild third at that point. But as the 30-minute race wore on, Marmon pulled away to a clear victory in ever-worsening rain and high winds. Kevin Ashley claimed an excellent third ahead of Batt in the 300 class, while local rider Steve Robinson rounded out the top 5 and took his third successive win in the standalone Sea-Doo Challenge. Dave Huddleston won the 250 class astride his Kawasaki, his second win of the season from points leader Matt Shipley, while Aquacross debutant Mark Shaw had a true baptism of fire in the extreme conditions, but delivered a sensational result, taking third. Confirmation of the top 3 in all 3 classes, with Chris Leach first in the 200s, Dave Huddleston top in the 250s, and Russell Marmon triumphant in the 300 class.
The roughest conditions we've ever seen. Talk us through it.
Well, yeah, it was for here. It wasn't like it was huge waves, but it was wind against tide, so there's a lot of kinetic energy there. So, yeah, you hit the wave, go up, and the wind catches the hull. You know, it becomes almost uncontrollable at times.
The second lap, I just hit a wave, I didn't see it, hit it, took off, landed and took straight off again, and I didn't land that one at all. I landed that one in my face basically. So I got into the middle and swapped my lanyard and got back into the race once the marshal said, yeah, you're good to go. So I got back into it about a lap behind.
Anya, you're no stranger to competition, so tell us what other events you've been doing.
I'm usually a closed course racer. I ride on lakes on stand-up jet skis. Usually it's a bit like motocross. We ride around a track, around a course, do splitter buoys. It's quite tight and technical. This is completely different. It's wide open on sit-down jet skis. Go quite fast and hit some big air like we did yesterday.
I understand yesterday was your first ever race.
First ever race, yep. Obviously very gruelling, punishing. Went out, bought a brand new ski, and yeah, I think I come third in class yesterday out of 5 of us. For my first race, I didn't think that was too sad.
Extreme gale force winds had led to horrendously rough conditions for the first P1 Aquacross race at the Hull Grand Prix of the Sea. They'd improved by day 2, but the water was still challenging. Race 2 on Sunday delivered more fantastic and unpredictable action when Marmon, who took the checkered flag in first place, was demoted to second, having mistakenly missed a buoy on the opening lap, therefore handing Kevin Ashley his first victory of 2012. Goodchild bravely finished in third, with Batt taking fourth, while 5th place overall went to the best of the Sea-Doo Challenge runners, Paul Rivet. Dave Huddleston added another victory in the 250 class astride his Kawasaki, finishing ahead of Matt Shipley and Mark Shaw for a repeat of the Race 1 podium. In the 200 class, Duncan Johnston returned to the top step of the rostrum, with Anya Colley claiming her best finish of the weekend in second place. The push, Saturday winner Leach back to third. Dave Huddleston, the only rider to make it 2 wins out of 2 as he takes the 250 class again, with Duncan Johnston winning the 200 category and Kevin Ashley the 300s this time.
And we're hoping to see you beating Russell a bit more often then.
Maybe if I do a bit more training, but I think he'll up his game now.
It sounds like, despite the buoy factor, Kevin is chasing you down now.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, if I knew he was that close, I would have pushed harder. Simple as that.
On to the points, and just one separating Goodchild and Marmon in the 300s. Dave Huddleston closing in on Matt Shipley in 250, and Duncan Johnston still controlling the 200 category.
Paul, well done this weekend. Your first win of the Sea-Doo Challenge.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. You know, I really didn't expect to be winning the Sea-Doo Challenge already. You know, got a long way to go to win the class yet. You know, I'm sure that's not going to happen. But you know, absolutely great to win the Sea-Doo Challenge. You know, the Sea-Doo AquaX machine has been absolutely great today. You know, so I'm just so pleased. It's only my third ever jet ski race, so to be up there and win the challenge is absolutely brilliant. You know, I just really can't believe it.